Hey, what's up, y'all? We finna do our shout outs. Y'all know y'all been waiting for a long time, but
It's okay.
we doing it.
Bro, you really stink. You were so nasty.
Anyways, so we about to do this shout out video real quick. And I'm gonna do it the right way.
Shoot, move.
Alright. Shout out to my boy DeMonte, Moped Monte on Facebook.
Shout out to Monte.
Shout out to Alexis Bond. Shout out to Scarlett Savannah, if you know what.
Hey, girl.
Nikita.
Hey, girl.
Shout out to Beautiful
her.
Smiles,
She's so-
Autumn. Shout out to Marcus, Snoopy Peppers. However you
Snoopy
say,
Peppers.
that's his name on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Snoopy Peppers? I hate Snoopy Peppers.
Shut up, for real.
There's something wrong with this chick right here.
Snoopy Peppers.
Anyways, enjoy it. Shout out to Robin, my big sis.
Hello, Robin.
Galaxy S3 on hers.
Shout out to Robin.
32K. Shout out to Anthony Wade. That's my homie from elementary school. Haven't seen him
I
in a
know a
long
boy named
time.
Anthony Wade.
I really don't care.
Oh,
Don't care.
I was just saying.
I don't care.
Chill, back
Shout
up.
out to
You in my
Racole
bubble.
with her messed up teeth and all.
Oh, that's
That's horrible. Stop it.
Oh my god, nobody cares. Shout out to Chanel, best friend from high school.
About that life.
Shout out to my other best friend from high school, Carissa,
Wow.
About that life.
in Texas now. You know, leaving
Texas.
people, making people sad and all.
About to make me mad.
Another shout out to Alexis Bond because she liked both of our statuses.
Excuse me.
There's something wrong with her. Shout out to Jasmine Gonzalez, whoever that is.
What's up, girl? How you doing?
Nobody cares. Shout out to Michaela. Shout out to Michaela.
I won't.
Shout out to Ramon Jemerson
I like this
that I
shit.
always see in the streets. He needs to get out the streets.
Hustling every
No,
day.
not hustling. He's just in the streets. And I'm like, bro, what you doing in the streets? He's like, what's up? I don't know. And I'm like, dude, get out the streets. Come on now. What's wrong with you? Man,
When I work, sometimes I
I'm
get
most
very
definitely now
Hey,
gotta
Daddy.
shout out that name. Look at that.
Katera Rose.
Katera Rose.
No shout out.
to Katera
No shout out to you. No shout out to
Rick
you at all.
Rossi. Rick Rossi's daughter.
That's your name.
Rose.
No shout out to that person.
No shout out
Or that person.
I think $4 is too much to pay.
Shout out to Autumn again.
Beautiful smiles.
Shout out
She gonna
to
get
At her
some
foot
shout
on
outs.
her.
shout out to Knockout.
That other egg, I'll put it back.
Jay's turn.
Shout out. It's already in here. I'll cut it
I
up.
gotta sneeze.
Shout out to Deshaun Jones, my homeboy, laying down the frame. What's up? Cut. Shout out
That
to.
was really good.
Alright,
Yeah, it was.
alright, y'all. Alright. Shout out to Angel, Bird. Shout out to
Sounds like
Callie
God.
Renee.
Shaquilla obviously don't know how to read.
Shout out to Callie Renee. What's up? How you doing? Shout out to Kaylee Renee Alexander. That is a long name. Shout out to that long name. Shout out to Michaela. Disregard what I just said. Shout out to Michaela Janae. I'm skipping him. Shout out to Kiera. Shout out to Kiera Rashawn. 4% left. Shout out to Ashley Marie. Shout out to.
Your phone about to
What
die.
do that say?
What?
Jay
Hey,
don't know how to
y'all,
read
Unique
either.
Evan.
Ayo, I'm Unique Evans.
That's
Shout
my
out to
homie.
Sully. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Cheyenne, Nikki, Dixon. Shout out to Devin, the homeboy you already know. Shout out to Kyra. Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon for being the weirdest person ever. Except for Eddie.
Alright. Shout out to Connor Flexer. What's up, boy? You my homeboy. Shout out to Just Nina on Facebook. Don't really know you. Shout out to Sam. What's up? Shout out to Kent. Singer, you already know.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ken.
Shout out to Nay Low. I'm not gonna say your last name on here because that is very inappropriate. Shout out to Autumn, my cousin. Shout out to Callie Renee again. Shout out to Alexis Stephen. What's up? Used to work with you, homie. Shout out to Kayla Sims. Shout out to Imani. I don't care. She knew who I'm talking about. Shout out to Emily. Did I say Imani? Yeah, I think I did. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Deja. Shout out to Kiera again. Shout out to I'm Unique Evans. Said it right. Shout out to Antonia Douglas. Shout out to Cheyenne Nikki Dixon. Shout out to Kaylin Floyd.
You got a message
Shout out to Kaylin Floyd.
on Facebook.
Shout out to Kaylin Floyd. Hey,
Oh,
shout out to Kaylin Floyd.
Kaylin. Oh, hey, girl.
Yeah, buddy.
Are you
Shout out to Jalil Pruitt. Shout out to Deshaun Jones.
Same people. Over and over.
And shout out to me, Jalil Salam.
No
You
one
already know
cares.
the deal.
Okay. So, tomorrow. Okay. Shout out to Antonio Douglas. I mean, not Antonio. Antonia. Shout out to, how you say his name again?
Roger.
Roger. Eddie Krim. Shout out to you because you're weird, but it's funny.
And you still doing these?
Okay, shout out to Montel Brown. Shout out to Dakota Isbell. Shout out to Stephanie A.N. Shout out to Megan Allen, my best friend. Shout out to Ahmed Ali. Shout out to Timmy Turner. Shout out to Kai Kitchen. Shout out to Edwin. Shout out to Maya Hafiz. Shout out to Weston Hands. Shout out to Tay Jenkins. Shout out to Raven House. Shout out to Cheyenne Nikki Dixon. Shout out to Davion Dominic. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Deja. Shout out to Shaz Angelique. Sorry if I got your name wrong. But shout out to Marquise Jones. Shout out to Adriana Mendez. Shout out to Watch the Dr. Juice. Shout out to Low Key Baller J. Shout out to Pretty Face Misha. Shout out to Jamar Frazier. Shout out to Lynn Wyatt, my auntie. Shout out to H. Cole D-Ball. Shout out to Marcus Andrews. Shout out to Joe Swingle, or however you say your last name. Shout out to Jasmine Imani. Shout out to Jalil Pruitt. Shout out to Reggie Farnsworthy Jr. I don't know how to say your last name, but whatever. Shout out to Chelsea Phillips. Shout out to Sully Forque, my brother. I love you. Shout out to I'm Unique Evan. Shout out to Shivani Pato. I don't know how to say your name, but you're really cool and you're really pretty or whatever. Text me. Shout out to Devon Mesh. Shout out to Ty Phillips.
Devin.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. Shout out to Devin.
Wow, you cannot breathe.
Shout out to Devin.
Oh no.
Shout out to Devin. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're my homie. You know, you my homie. You my homie. You know, be cool. Shout out to Ty Phillips. Shout out to Donna Love, Kendra's sister. Shout out to McKinley. Shout out to Kier, my best friend. Shout out to Ara. Shout out to Sean Anderson. Shout out to Kermon Johnson. Shout out to Kylie Renee. Shout out to Ray Ray. Or Ray Sean or whatever. Shout out to Brittany Schmeltz. Or however you say your last name. Shout out to Marco Baller's Life Lee. Shout out to Brenda Sharon. You know. Shout out to Chris Milliken or Millish. I don't know how to say your last name. Shout out to Rich Boy Trey. Shout out to Just Nene. Shout out to Kiara Rashawn. Are y'all mad just because y'all got more likes than I did? Because y'all really mocking me.
Who has it?
Okay, anyway, I don't care. Because that's because my phone broke. Shut up. Okay. Shout out to Kiara Rashawn.
My phone broke too. That's why I got
Shout out to Kiara Rashawn. I don't have a job. I'm not getting one until my birthday. Shout out to Anna Denny. Shout out to Mercedes Nicole Lynn. Shout out to Angel Bird. Shout out to Terry Two Dope Frencher. Shout out to A.O. Malachi. Shout out to Kevion Q Brewer. Shout out to Dan J.O.B. Swaggin Rayford. Shout out to Nate Rage. And shout out to Allura Marinara. I forgot how to say your last name. Sorry.
She said your last name is Marinara, like sauce.
Allura, you're my best friend and I love you.
Allura Marinara.
Alright, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'll finish this out. Okay, so this is what
we're gonna do. It's a queen. I listen to me say he wants a number 3.
Let's go.
He done come at the house when no echo breaks down and he got 2 strikes, so he'll get his order wrong.
Be gone.
You know my baby cute and there's nothing you can say because if you with me, you can see what child I
This is Wendy's. You can't do it your way.
Okay.
Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sing for y'all. That was so inappropriate.
This is like 11 minutes.
Alright, let's go. Y'all ready?
And Daddy in the background talking about kissing feet.
Are y'all ready?
Somebody play something. What are we gonna sing? Let's play Drew Hill.
No.
What are we gonna
sing? Start singing. Love.
So many things I've gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me different than love.
Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, falling on, I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. 'Cause love, so many people you just made vain. Love, those who have faith in you sometimes go astray. Love, through all the ups and downs, I've chosen her. Love, for better or worse, I still will choose you first. Oh, yeah.
Many things I've loved for you, wanted you.
Skip to the good part. At first you didn't mean that much to me. No.
But now I know you're all I need.
Oh. The world is so brand new to me. Now that I found love,
every day I live for you.
Oh, and every day that I do it for you. When I say it's what I mean, so believe true. You got to know I'm true.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No, whoever took that good.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Jay ruined that.
All right, so
see you later. Bye.